they hit me for 90 days every time.
That sucks.
Say, man, what's going on? It's your boy Big Cell FHOHNIC. I ain't gonna say too much. Just look. Just look. Don't tell nobody. Let me get this angle correct. Yeah, there it is there. All right, man. So, again, it's my privilege. This man has helped me grow as an individual, as a person, for so long, man. I made this trip down here. When I tell you I went through hell and high water to be here because my bike is down, brand new 15, 87,000. They got to put a new motor in it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, brand new motor. And this, what they said is going to take a little while because they got to get one off the assembly line, press the numbers in it, and all that type of stuff. So, but y'all see who I'm here with, my man Goldie. I'm going to introduce himself, let him tell you some of his accomplishments, and I'm going to ask you some of the tough questions. Y'all know y'all been inboxing me some of these questions, man, so I'm going to let y'all ask him some of these questions, man. We're gonna get it in. Introduce yourself.
I like watching people's interviews, but today's my day. So, of course, I got the butterflies. But can y'all see me, man?
They can see you. Trust me. Look, this is us right. Look. We gonna.
Oh, yeah, shit is real. But my name is Goldie. Goldie DeWitt, president, founder of One Down. And One Down stretches across from from my business to the branding of the motorcycle club to everything that I do. I branded with One Down. And I established and founded One Down in 1996. So now we're in 2017. This makes my 21st year.
21 years in the game.
21 years.
Never thought that.
No.
See, most people, this is what I think. Most people, when you start a motorcycle club, I don't ever think we started to say, man, we're going to be doing this forever. We just, I think we got to start and be like, man, whatever happened. But 21 years, man. You put the vision together and it's been lasting 21 years.
Yeah. I would say, anything I get involved with, man, from jump is to be fun.
Yeah.
And just like with everybody, man, once the fun is out of something, people start looking to the left or right on which way they're gonna turn. And that's just something I have refused to let dissolve in One Down is the fun.
Okay.
And that's just something I continue.
So you're saying the longevity has been because you keep it fun?
I keep it fun, man. And the key to this stuff for me is reinvention. You gotta keep reinventing things within myself so I can have something to reach for. And if I got something to reach for, then I know the people behind me is reaching for me, so we all reaching.
I did a thing, I'm gonna see if you agree with this. I did a segment one time and I said in every club you got superstar VIPs and then you got bench warmers. Do you agree with that?
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, the superstar is kind of hated. He's the one that's everybody, in most of the clubs, the superstar is kind of hated because your bench warmers want to be him, but they don't want to put the work in to be him.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got your VIPs who put their work just as hard to get the same level of respect as him, but they got to constantly work. And you got the superstar that just walk in the door, hey, what we doing, man? Coach, I ain't practicing today. I got something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree with that?
I do. I do.
Does that happen in One Down? Because understand this, and it's no disrespect to the organization. Mm-hmm. I've been following you for years. I maybe can name two of your club brothers, but we definitely know who you are.
Mm-hmm. And that's something that I tell my dudes, man. Don't look at standing behind me because I'm putting myself in the trenches with y'all.
Yeah.
I want to be side by side. So I don't want people to recognize me solely as the president of this club. I want them to recognize me as a patch holder to this club.
Yeah.
Like for real. That's why I don't even wear president.
Okay.
I don't wear president. When these cats find themselves walking up to greet us, I don't want somebody feeling like they gonna show a little bit more respect to me because I'm the president. I want them to show an equal balance of respect to these patch holders of my club.
Okay.
You know, I tell my cats, you know, I don't want you finding yourself in this club because of me solely. I want you to be in love with the spirit of One Down and what One Down represents. Because God forbid something happens to me,
And then it just folds.
you gonna leave because you was here for me.
I try to tell people that all the time too. If you join a club because of a friend, that's the wrong reason.
The buddy system don't work
at all. Not in an MC. Not in an MC. The buddy system can give you an open eyesight, but the club has to keep. You got to join the club for the club.
That's right.
Well, let me ask you this: when being a part of One Down, first off, what does One Down stand for? What when you created One Down, what is it? What does the One Down stand for?
You know, when I created One Down, it was because I knew I had to make some changes in my personal life, and I feel that I'm good at what I do. Meaning, no matter whatever the fuck I'm gonna get involved with, I'm gonna be a 10 at it.
Okay.
So when I had to transition out of what I was doing before I started One Down, I was into stuff that would eventually land me in prison for a long time, or God forbid, even dead. Because if I kept going at what I was doing, I was gonna be really good at it, at something bad, you know? So I knew I had to convert that into something to get myself out of that. And at the time, I knew I liked women, I liked computers, and I liked photography. So I had to merge that and come up with something. And at the time I came up with it, I was just sitting in the room by myself, but actually I was with my chick at the time. And I just got a pen and a paper and put this together, and I wanted to come up with a phrase, a name that was unheard of, that was untouched, that didn't mean nothing, that was a word that was never even in print in this world at all. And I came up with that, and that was One Down. It was me, and at the time it was just, I was down for myself. It was one dude. It was just me, and I was gonna grow it.
And that's what I was gonna tell you. When I first heard of One Down, you, the whole nine yards, I say the name was so hard to me because when you think about it, if I'm not down for me first, how could I either even put somebody else down, ask them to be down, or to even be down for me? So that's when you said One Down. When I said, whoa, you have to be the one that you have to be down for is you.
That's right.
From the beginning. So each member that I can imagine when they take on that One Down, they have to understand the concept of you got to be down for you first so that you can be down for the organization.
That's right.
Yeah. I got a question from my man Black Dragon.
Okay, Black Dragon, I'm gonna grab this fan because me and you gonna get hot. Hold on.
Say, man, y'all see I got a heavy hit on here today, man. I got my man for real. This cat has taught me so much. Okay. Black Dragon's question is, Goldie, what would you say about the concept of we versus the concept of I? And what are your examples of how you accomplish that as a president/founder?
I've always looked at things being able to be accomplished in a unit, as a team, as an organization. I'm not into one person. You know, if somebody in my club is that type of dude who can shine, then I would want him to embrace others within our club, to teach them, to show them how to shine. Just don't shine on somebody feeling that you need to floss on somebody in your own club. Okay. So as far as the we, I've always been a fan of we, us, togetherness, moving together, the type of club that we are. And that's why One Down is not fit for everybody. Okay. Bro, when we show up, we show up. When we leave, we leave.
Okay.
Not one person in my club is that person who's gonna say, I'm gonna stay and chill a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's the I part that I don't dig.
Okay. So, I'm gonna hit you with a tough one real quick. One down, 21 years in California. Why are you not as reputable or as recognized as a club as Rare Breed or Second to None? Or you kind of got your own lane and you kind of stay in that lane and you're good with that. Why is that?
I want this to be said by me correctly and right and said one time. You know, I got love off the back for all clubs.
Okay.
You know, I don't personally have no enemies. If somebody out there just don't dig one down, then so be it. I don't know why, maybe something you heard or whatever. Now, as far as recognition, I have made it a commitment, a choice that One Down MC will forever stay one club, one chapter.
Okay.
I have had numerous, and I continue to get offers throughout the United States,
I can imagine.
throughout the UK, Australia, Canada, to start One Down chapters. These are people who have contacted me directly. They have enough members to start a full-fledged chapter, and I have told myself that I'm gonna stay committed to one club, one chapter in California.
Okay.
I understand what comes with having multiple chapters. I have never been a greedy dude. I'm not into this for numbers. I'm not into this for money. Not saying that this is why other clubs are into it, but each one of these clubs and each one of the presidents have their own reasons for why they do stuff. And for me, the reason I stay one chapter, safety is one of them. Stress is another one.
Okay.
Not dealing with the hecticness of me getting a call from somewhere back east that a member in my club done unfortunately allegedly shot somebody from another club, and because my club would be so big, I haven't even met that dude yet.
I got you.
You know, so when I did first come to the set, this is where I won't name no names, I did see that if you do start to shine, yes, other clubs did seem to feel a little bit awkward about it. And the most of the awkward bullshit came from civilians who was gassing stuff up, and social clubs who was gassing stuff up. And that's, to me, where things got raggedy.
Okay. Just people being misinformed, and,
Mhm.
and instead of asking you, like we just talked about earlier,
Yeah.
asking them about Goldie,
Mhm.
instead of asking Goldie.
Yeah. And everybody should know, throughout all these years, I am one of the most easiest people to contact, and directly. Easiest people to contact.
Trust me, man. Trust me. Personal number and shop number, the whole 9 yards. Now, another question. 111%, what is that? 111%.
Once again, this is just something that, you know, I wanted to introduce to a lifestyle, which is the motorcycle club lifestyle. I wanted to introduce something that has never been touched, that would solely represent my club and not have anything to do with no other club in this world.
Okay.
So the ones, you know, just it represents One Down, the ones. And 100% percent is typically when somebody say, man, you know, I'm all in 100%.
Okay.
You know, 110%. But 111%, man, that was just that effort that everybody in my club has to give, needs to give, what we expect, what we do for each other.
Yeah.
So we give 111%. So for us from the heart, that's what we are, 111%er. Individually, 111%er.
When you look at the bike set and where we are now, is One Down considered a real MC?
I guess. No, not I guess. It depends on who you asking, and who you asking based on who educated that person, when that person came to the set,
Okay.
what club lifestyle they coming from.
Yeah.
So you got people who say that's not a real club because they never went out of state. That's not a real club because they don't ride far. But those two people are speaking from clubs that fight each other, talk shit on each other, then shot at each other in the same motherfucking club. So to me, is that a real motherfucking club?
Yeah.
You know? So for me, my club, we have never had no motherfucking beef with no other club. And if I did have a motherfucker push up on me,
Yeah.
for them who's watching this, I stood my ground and I pushed back.
Yeah.
So that's something that a real club would do.
Okay.
You know, ain't no motherfucker gonna tell me you gotta stop wearing orange. Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, and we still wearing orange.
Okay.
So if a fake club was told that, then they gonna fold. So and I have chosen to create a lane that One Down is in, that we ain't bumping sides with no other club, still sticking to the most of traditional rules. And if I was in any position to be violating some real MC protocol, you best believe for the cats that I function with,
We're gonna get into that. Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in
Period.
if I was out of bounds.
Definitely. Like I said earlier, a lot of people, when you speak on One Down, a lot of people, and I'm only going by the black set. That's what I'm most familiar with the black set.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the black set don't know you, so a lot of the black set don't even consider you a black MC, which I don't know why anybody would want to be categorized as a white MC or a black MC, but it is what it is. How do you feel about that part of it?
Well, I do believe that there's, you know, basically three different, you know, it's partitioned in three different sections. You got the black MC, you got these whites, and you got the Mexicans.
Yeah.
But the whites and the Mexicans kind of do fall under the same because majority of them that, you know, however I want to put it, are at a certain level, are, you know, under the same umbrella for the ones that, I don't know, just use the word matter in a sense, you know. But I've always put it out there that One Down is not a black MC.
Yeah.
We're a multicultural MC. But to be labeled and recognized or not recognized as a black MC by the Black Motorcycle set, that was a choice that I made at a time some years ago when, I don't know if this is getting off the topic,
No,
but
do you think?
you know, when I was when I was basically prospecting my club for an organization to be on this calendar, okay? The prospecting term of it was basically 2 years.
Okay.
And when One Down was doing that, and all those clubs out there, all the black clubs, they knew it. One Down was everywhere, and we showing up deep. We bringing money to all these motherfucking events. All these motherfucking events. And what was it? Oh, one down here, one down. Ooh, man, yeah. You know, they see dollar signs. And I'm seeing this shit, and I'm just like, I can't do this shit forever like this. I can't gather up all my people every motherfucking week to come to some of these dusty, nasty, fucking, burnt out fucking events in hopes that they come to my event.
Yeah.
Because I don't need the money.
Yeah.
I'm not into this shit for the money.
I got you.
So it just really wore me down quick. Also, when I shine my bike up, and the money I put into my bikes, it's to make me feel good.
I got you.
I'm not competing with no other nigga. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you got. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you got.
Yeah.
You know? And then at these events, I'm looking at these chicks that just, you know, just most of them are not anything to really compliment.
They're adequate.
You know?
Yeah.
And when I'm saying to myself, we paying to get up into this gig, and there's really nothing to even fucking look at when I can go to the Beverly Center and look at some bad bitches for free.
But you know you high class though. You know you one of them old light skinned Negroes. You know, so you gotta got your pick of women. You feel me? So you know you ain't no. We've seen the caliber, and then in your background and all that stuff too. So it's gonna be it'll never be on your level as far. And I ain't gonna say never because hey, but it'll never be on the level that you're used to dealing with women. So that part, you know, I'm kind of you kind of biased on that, man.
You know, and I'm not just gonna say the looks.
Yeah.
And I don't want to touch on that too much. And I think it's probably done cleaned up a little bit, you know. But the attitudes were real bad. The women thinking they need to act like men.
Whoa.
You know, that's the part. It's like you don't need to act like a man.
Be you.
Relax. You know, let some of that feminine part out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to be wearing some khakis and some Stacey Adams and an oversized shirt.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. You know, so the eyesore of it was really just fucking me up, man, and then the attitude and all this stuff, man. So I went to this organization, I think the day before we matured of our 2 years to get on calendar, and I just said, you know, I got nothing but love for everybody, all the clubs. I appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity to take part in this, but we just gonna step back, you know. And
almost after doing the whole 2 years.
Oh, we did it. It was one day before.
Okay.
You know, and you know, everybody was, you know, surprised. Oh no, man, Goldie, stay on board, man. And they said, why? I said, I just don't even really have a reason or want to give a reason, you know. And I just want to say thank you, man. But you know, this we just gonna pull out.
Cause see, like I said, one of the things is that you definitely have your own. One Down MC has their own lane, and if any of you guys follow him like I follow him, again, another one of my greatest. This interview means so much to me, man. And we talked before this, and I laid it out to him, and you know, it is what it is. But we definitely watch you, man, be in your own lane and be successful at it. And the part that's so amazing is that, do you know how strong of an individual or strong of a club that you have to be to say we fine with that? We fine with not having y'all come over and socialize with us, and we just gonna kick it with ourselves. Is that really what the True MC was designed for in the beginning? Was to stand on their own. I mean, one of the things I tell people all the time is that when the MC was originally created, it wasn't created on the fellowship level. It was created, hey, this is us, this is what we're gonna do, we're gonna hang with us, and you know, and that was it. Where it is now is you got these people starting clubs to be a part of the universal fellowship type of thing.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, you kind of, to me, you're kind of doing old school tradition even in today's time, and that's hard to do.
That is something that I brought to the motorcycle set on my own free will without nobody telling me. Everybody who knows One Down when I was deeply involved with the set knew that Goldie don't fuck around. You come to his event, your shit gonna be safe, fun, secure, it's gonna be private. I did not allow no male civilians. No male civilians were ever allowed at my events.
Okay.
Single females, patch holders, and prospects. Patch holders, single females, and prospects. No male civilians and no social clubs. For everybody who might say, "Who Goldie?" You just wasn't around when I was heavy.
When you was functioning.
When I was heavy.
Yeah.
And everybody who came were people who knew they was gonna have a good time. They weren't gonna be around no bullshit. And at that time, all the clubs showed up. I could name drop everybody right now, you know? And people knew they had a good time. And here's the kicker. All my events were free.
Which is the tradition.
Free. Because I looked at it as, this is my shit.
Yeah.
So I'm thanking you for giving me the opportunity to host an event, to have you come have fun at my house.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna charge you to come in my house. That's just what that's not why I was throwing the event. I wanted y'all to come celebrate with us.
Yeah.
So everybody knew when they came, man, the shit is free. His drinks ain't free, but I gave shit away to some cool cats, you know. But there was never no junk, never no issues, and doing things the way I was doing it, I saw a lot of, unfortunately, some ungratefulness too. You know, and I'm not the nigga to be used at all.
Yeah.
You know, I'll dig in my pocket and give you $2.
Yeah.
I'll dig in my pocket and give you some money to eat, but don't reach in my pocket. You know.
Well, another question. How does it, when we see when we see some of your videos, you're close, and if you can speak on this, you can. If not, you're closely related to one of the white OMCs. And I don't even know if they outlaw. I'm gonna just say outlaw. How did that relationship come about? And well, that's the first part. How did that relationship come about?
Now I would just assume, well, you know, just to correct, you say white MC, but actually they're Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah, there's a Mexican. You know, just genuinely cool men who got a good motherfucking structure, a strong structure that has not been broken for or bent for no reasons. Meaning, with that, on how I look at them and why I respect them is because it's just no nonsense.
Okay.
It's no nonsense. The structure is there. I gotta be around people I can learn from.
Okay.
I gotta be around people that make me reach.
I got you.
I have learned so much from them. And things that have enabled me to strengthen myself as a man,
Okay.
and strengthen my club, and truly feel that word that so many people are reaching for, brotherhood.
That's my number one guy. We just talked about it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say this again on camera, man. I told Goldie off camera, and I told any of you guys, the only reason why I would ever consider being in another MC is because I do believe brotherhood exists. I haven't seen it yet. True, downright 100% nasty, gritty brotherhood. I haven't seen it yet. I've been close. I've been like, you know what I'm saying? But that is the only reason why I would ever even venture, because that's the only benefit of being an MC. There is no other, and I'm gonna say this, and please don't take this the wrong way. My disclaimer, y'all know this is my personal opinion. This is how I feel. There is no other reason to be an MC other than to achieve and to reach the level of brotherhood. Because other than that, everybody in the MC has to be their own individual person, but we come together to share that common love, that common bond, to take us to that unreachable part, which is the brotherhood. Mm-hmm. Because I can't achieve brotherhood by myself. You feel what I'm saying? So that is one of the number one things, and one of the only reasons why I would ever be in another MC is to prove and to testify to brotherhood does exist. You think One Down has that?
Definitely. My club.
Yeah.
You know, every club want to say, you know, they a family. You know, and for me, One Down has had its most similarity of being an institution.
Okay.
In me being this doctor, this scientist in this institution, where I bring some people in that feel they might fit, and for a certain period of time, they give it their best, and they might have some female that's fucking their head up and get in the way of the program, and so be it. They might have to exit the institution.
Okay.
So I get close to my guys, but still again, there is still this gray area where I have to be able to let go. Because we want to claim this shit is forever. But for me, it's forever. For me, it's forever. You know, I invented this out of the chemicals in my head that came out. It became a logo, it became a color, it became a brand. People believe in it like a religion. And I would want everybody to stay involved with it forever. One Down has provided so much for so many people, and it's never put anybody in jail, God bless. It's never put anybody in the grave, God bless. We've had the best of luck, you know, and I think it has something to do with how much I stay in touch with all my members.
Okay.
None of my guys that come this way, it's a certain type of dude that's gonna come to One Down.
Okay.
You know, none of them are the type of dudes who really just want to hang out, you know, at a bar looking for some drama. None of my dudes really do that. You know, most of all the cats, you know, are cats who, you know, just want to be involved in something that's cool, kick back, and God forbid something got funky, they got that funk in them.
Is One Down motorcycling?
Motorcycling.
Or is it more of when I say motorcycling, what I'm saying is, one of the words always that I kind of create or whatever is, we're going to keep it motorcycling, okay? Meaning that we're gonna abide by the bylaws, we're going to live by the protocol, we're going to respect the history of it, the whole 9 yards. So it's One Down motorcycling, or it's One Down more of some brotherhood cats that own bikes.
We like to ride. We ride every chance we get.
Yeah.
Because I do not have any chapters out of state,
Okay.
it does not put One Down in the position obligated to travel out of state. So unless, but let me say this, you know, due to our relationship with a really fun club that we function with, we have gone places we wouldn't normally go.
Okay.
So New York, I don't even want to name places like I'm name dropping, but that's put us in a position to get out there and meet other clubs.
Okay.
You know, but it's not really something on our agenda what we feel we need to do. I'm in a position, I don't feel like need to meet other clubs, you know. Being in a position to be right here in California, and we meet up as a club every single Sunday, 52 weekends a year, every Sunday. If you know anything about One Down, we meet up every Sunday. And every other Friday night, we fellowship, you know? And so every Sunday when we meet up, we go somewhere. We on our bikes, we looking for something to do. So, you know, motorcycling, you know, I would save so much money if I fucking wasn't wasting it on these fucking bikes, you know?
Okay. Let's get into this part. Sons of Anarchy.
Uh-huh.
It was a great show for what it was worth. How did you get involved in that?
Sons of Anarchy, I got a call that they were needing some black bikes. And
Black bikers or black bikes?
Black bikes, basically. Yeah.
So you talking about all black bikes or the style of black bikes?
They wanted some nigga-directed, dressed up, fancy, bling-bling nigga bikes. That's what they wanted. And so I didn't call them back because I didn't know what the fuck Sons of Anarchy was.
Yeah.
And then they called me back again. And so I was like, all right, man, what is this? So I said, okay, I'll give it a shot, you know. So I took my bike down there, and when I showed up, they were surprised because I was early, you know. And they said for the couple of other black cats that they tried to use, they were late and their bikes didn't work.
Whoa.
So when I was early and my bike was flawless, they was just surprised. And I was talking with some etiquette and being respectful. They just jumped right into me, you know, wanted to know more about me, wanted to really get involved in and it felt like what it ended up doing was influencing their storyline, you know. So with that, they just gave me kind of like the freedom to pull in, you know, everybody from my club, and started to use the likeness of my real life club and, you know, my tattoos, putting them on Michael Beach, and as Michael Beach being a president, us looking so much alike with the likeness, you know, putting him on my personal bagger, you know. So with that, my guys played some of the 1-9ers, which was the purple gang, and then the Grim Bastards, and then you know, actually letting me wear, you know, my 1FF1 stuff on the show, you know. I was wearing my real cut under the Grim Bastards cut, you know, just so I could feel myself up in that, you know. So I mean, the show, it was fun. And
how do you feel about how do you feel about, was the show, was it good or was it bad? Meaning that a lot of people took Sons of Anarchy and went crazy. How do you feel about it?
I feel that if you are a fucking idiot and you're gonna believe that shit, then you're part of those people who did too much with the show.
Okay.
But unfortunately, most people nowadays are believing everything they see on TV, and they're believing everything they see on Facebook. Me being in a real life motorcycle club, being around some real life motherfuckers, some real deal motherfuckers, I know they do not get the privilege of walking through no police station calling shots. you know. And
live shootouts in the middle of the town.
I have never in my life,
Yeah.
I know some of you other old cats how y'all used to do it, but nowadays, none of these cats, man, trying to have no fucking issues. Ain't nobody walking around with fucking shoulder holster with 2 motherfucking 45s under their vest.
Yeah.
Fucking in broad daylight walking around chilling.
Yeah.
You know? So the show was supposed to simply be entertainment.
Yeah.
But because it was the first time that it really pulled back the blind to see what is probably really going on with motorcycle clubs, because it's never been really exposed like that. People had no choice but to kind of believe it. Even the police was using that as reference.
Whoa.
You know?
Yeah.
So, this next spinoff, which is for the Mayans, you know.
So they're gonna go more into the Mexican side?
Yeah. And unfortunately, for it to do as good as Sons did, it's going to have to really exaggerate more. So do I want to see a motherfucking patch holder in this made-up TV show stick a gun to a cop's head and shoot him? I don't want to see that shit. I don't even want to be on my motorcycle the next day after that episode of an entertainment is played on TV. You know, so was it good or was it bad? You know?
It was what it was.
Yeah, I mean.
Take it for what you want to take it for.
Exactly.
If you want to believe that it was real and live that life, then so be it. But one of the things too that I love about you, the whole entire One Down thing, man, is the freedom of us. You guys got that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got that. That freedom of us. It's us, man. Hey, you know, and it's no importance on that. It ain't no. Hey, if we get there, if you like it, if you don't, if we show up, that part right there, man. How do you sustain that? How do you walk in that?
Well, you know, I don't shit on nobody deliberately. If I do, you know you had it coming. But I don't walk around looking for trouble. All these motorcycle clubs out there, everybody kind of they when they experimenting, they looking for their first, you know, situation on how they gonna handle it.
Okay.
You know, and I just know that type of shit can turn into something very, very deadly really, really quick.
Yeah.
You know, so there is not one situation that has ever happened that could have been avoided. Everything out there could have been avoided with what? The conversation with the two right motherfuckers having a conversation. And I have had those situations, you know? And if you don't want to resolve something, then you don't have to talk. If you really want to resolve something, get on the motherfucking horn.
Yeah.
You know? So with the other clubs out there, I ain't never fucked nobody, bitch. Yeah. I don't owe no nigga no money. I've never done no transaction with no motorcycle parts, no sold no whacked ass bike. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So none of that applies to me. So outside of that, for somebody to have some funk, you know, that's your problem if you finding yourself a little bitter or jealous. I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
But even if I smell that from motherfucker, bro, you won't see me at your event.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So today, 2017, September, I feel I can go to anybody's event. No matter how long it's been since you've seen me.
Yeah.
I can show up at any fucking event.
And get the same respect.
And show up and people gonna still say, oh shit, nigga, is that One Down? Shit,
Yeah.
One Down here, man.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna say what's happening, or it might be somebody who is a little funk attitude, but that's just him all the time. That's that dude.
It has nothing to do with, yeah.
He just gonna be like, whatever, man, that nigga ain't shoot. But when I walk by, he gonna be like, what up, Goldie? You know?
Let's see. I have observed you over the years give away money, cars, things to those who are less fortunate. How much hatred and obstacles did that kind of charity bring your way?
When I do stuff for people, I do it because it makes me feel good to be in a position to provide. I feel that I have to continue to share my blessings, because if not, I put myself in a position to stop being blessed. So for those out there, for that question, I don't think I've really been confronted by those maybe hater type people.
Yeah.
And if I have been, it's not been enough to get my attention.
Gotcha.
This position I'm in now at 45 years old, I've been living this lifestyle, probably since I was in junior high, with just being in a position to have a little bit more than the average folks that I'm around.
Okay.
So this is nothing new for me, and it's nothing that I fell into and then my head got big.
I got you. So you was already on that cool guy status from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I the way I feel and some of the stuff that I hear from folks that I truly grew up with.
Everybody out there, man, I just wanted you guys to just briefly just see my man. Just to, again, approachable, humble, lovable, real down-to-earth dude. Not going to lead you, if you ask him a question and he can answer it, he will answer it. Man, I appreciate your time today. Is there anything that you want to tell the people?
I hope I didn't beat around the bush, with my questions. I hope I answered them directly. If I didn't, and if there's something you want to ask me, you're more than welcome to hit me up on onedownmc.com. You can ask me your question. I'll answer it. Once again, man, I send my love to all the motorcycle clubs out there, and I pray that if something goes down, you cats give it some thought to think about it and come up with a resolution to fix it, than thinking that y'all need to put hands on each other or anything like that before anybody lose their lives. That stuff is so important. And then also, you brothers out there got to really get more involved with stopping your brothers from drinking and driving.
Yeah.
That's really fucking shit up.
Yeah.
So here's something that you can do. For the people that drink, you need to be that person responsible enough to say, as soon as you get to the event or you come to the clubhouse, you got to find somebody that is a square. That ain't a punk, but a square that just don't drink. So let's just say somebody that don't drink. You just be like, hey man, here go my keys, bro. When it's time for me to go, if I'm too drunk, don't give me my keys. I'm going to just leave it up to you. But once you give him those keys, you can't be no bitch about it later. So he might even pass them to somebody else.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something we did, and I kind of did this, and it was kind of messed up. The little wheel lock things?
Oh yeah.
We had about 5 of them, and all we would do was just go lock his wheel.
Oh, that's nice.
He's sitting there trying to take off. What's wrong with my bike? And by the time he figured out, he done sobered up and realized, hey man, who locked my bike up? And it was just real. Hey, Goldie drunk? Hey man.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Right there on this road, you ain't that way. Man, who locked my bike up? You ain't even. Hey man, because by the time he figure out what it is, and now he kind of sobered down a little bit, and now we can talk to him like, well, bro, we just thought that, blah 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 blah, and out of respect for your life, because it is your life that we're trying to save.
Mm-hmm.
So that worked for us.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just them little, them little orange little wheel lock things. They go right on, just click it, put it on there, and just. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, one of the things I preach to is that we all we got. So we owe it to each other. And I know we're in an age where you can't tell me nothing, I'm a grown ass man, blah, blah, blah. But beyond that, you understand what I'm saying? Beyond that, brotherhood out trumps grown ass man status.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? True brotherhood out trumps grown ass man status, and that's the part that you have to understand. This we all owe it to each other, man, to be responsible, to be effective, to be caring and considerate. We owe that to each other. And number one, we owe it to each other to respect each other. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna let Goldie do his thing, and I don't have no problem with Goldie doing his thing. But if Goldie's thing can interfere with anybody else's thing, then I'm gonna step to Goldie and say, hey, Paul, you know, I know you're doing your thing, homie, but you need to let me handle this for you or do whatever, because it's not just about you at that point. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And we all know that the one that's drunk most of the time survives the accident but kills two or three other people. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna show y'all the facility, man. I'm down here at the One Down Supply House. Hey, man, I got my gear. When he put it out there, man, I'm gonna brush my gear. Send mine to Atlanta, man. But I love you, brother. I appreciate you for real, from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you can feel my sincerity and my truth for you, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Like I told you, I applaud the effort. I don't, the success part is mandatory. Just the effort is what I applaud, and the effort and the fact that you just say, hey, this is one down, and this is how we're gonna do it, and this is how we're gonna get down. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, and it works, and it has worked, and it's proven to be a system. If everybody can understand that, hey, if you worry about your own business in your own house, clean that up first. Clean up your own house and just keep it clean, and everybody else do the same. We'll have a lot more fun out here. We really would. We'll have a lot more fun and a lot more time. Let me see if I got any questions. What we got? Much respect. Subscribe. What's that? Excellent interview. Great interview. Okay. So, anyway. Appreciate you, love you.
Man, I thought I was gonna kind of get beat up on that, but I'm sure some people was like, "Oh man, I wish I was caught this motherfucker live. I had some questions for his ass."
Hey man, but listen, I think we touched on everything. We touched on individuality, 111%er. My whole thing was I just wanted to ask some of the questions that people always say. Well, what's 111%er? And and the fact that is Goldie black, or is it a black club, or why you don't function with the black? All of those questions that you guys talk about behind his back. Y'all already know how I get down. I don't know how to filter the truth. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. But one thing I do know is that anything I want to know about Goldie, I'm gonna call him first.
That's all you gotta do, man. Just go to Google, type in One Down, and anything that links, it's gonna come right to me. So I know Sel got a big audience. So I want to say thank you very much, man, for presenting this opportunity to get my word out there and answer some of the questions that's out there about me, and the stuff that he was able to ask. Man, I know that's just a fraction of the shit that's out there,
But see, that's what I want y'all to do. I give y'all just enough for you to do your own homework and for you to do your own research. That's my whole thing. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see. You're saying I saw your lead in on your YouTube channel about the day that guy gave you a lot of crap and you decided not to have a bad day. Can you elaborate on that? Did you do something?
Oh yeah, we was just at the gas station, and this, basically, I just gotta say it the way it is. I'm not racist or nothing, but it was just an older white dude, and he just pulled up with a fucked up attitude and said some real unnecessary shit that, if my head wasn't right, would have been everything needed for me to catch a case and whoop off in his ass. Mm. But he was probably that old white dude who was sitting there with his pistol waiting to pop one of these niggas. Yeah. So I'm just so happy that I conducted myself in such a mature way that I was actually in real time teaching myself something while in process. Mm. And I saw that it worked, and it just made me feel good, because I know he left feeling he lost.
Yeah. If anybody, this should have been the day right here.
Yeah, he know, and feeling like, I gotta find a dumber nigga. Yeah. That one was too fucking sharp right there. And that's I I believe in God, I pray, but I don't go to church every Sunday. But I just feel that was a devil that was sent. You know, the devil sent that through, you know. And I'm just happy that I was able to survive that and pass the word and share it with people. So when they're confronted with a situation like that, they can have something to reference to and know that there's another way out of those fucked up situations, you know.
Another question. What motivates you to stay positive and then to preach positivity on your YouTube channel?
I know in my life I don't have no room for negativity. There's nothing good with sharing negative shit. Nothing good from it. I'm watching women, and women are suffering every day in the most horrific way because they have no leaders. And because they have no leaders, they are the back end of that, they're harming men, which are these boys and kids that they're having. So I just feel that we need positive role models. And I do want to be a positive role model. I do want to be able to teach people stuff. I do feel that I have a lot to share, a lot to educate people on. I'm still learning, but every time I learn something, I bring it straight to my club brothers. I want to teach them. You know, I want to share stuff. And I feel that I feel rewarded just by being able to provide. I love being a provider, but at the same time, I clinch up when I feel somebody taking it for granted. You know, and that's something that I keep a good eye out for. And unfortunately, there's been people who've come through my club thinking that, oh shit, nigga, what's that one down shit, nigga? Let me get with them, nigga. I'm gonna make some money, nigga. You got this shit fucked up. This ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You know. So even if they try to just wiggle their way through, you know, and see that that's not what it's about. It's not what it's about. You know. Everybody in here gonna hold their own. Yeah. You know. But if I got the resources to help my brothers do something, and all I want them to do is the only thing I want from them is something you can't even touch. It's just loyalty. You can't even touch it.
Can't buy it.
Yeah, just
can't buy it. Can't fake it. Can't invent it. You got it's either gonna be or it's not.
Every single dude in my club, every single dude, and for most of them, you know, I played a heavy part for mostly everybody in my club. Everybody getting them a bike. Every single person, whether getting them their first bike or getting them another bike. And everything. That's why one down, I don't want people, there are no individuals. Ain't no I. We were the same pants. We were the same exact boots. We were the same shirt. We were the same exact cut. We all have the same exact patches. Only thing different on us when you look at us is just simply our face. So you look at any of us from the back, you ain't gonna know who's who.
Tim, come over and let me introduce you to the world, man.
This is my mechanic, Tim.
Hey, man, real cool. Man. Say hi to the world. That's the whole world right
You got to come in some more. Come in a little bit. That's Tim.
Right there. Tim, the mechanic, one down.
I feel like a chocolate covered pretzel.
Say, man, we love y'all. We're going to let this man get back to work, man. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to give you guys this opportunity, man. I hope you learned something today. Hope you're able to take this, man, and understand positivity will make a change. You feel what I'm saying? One thing I always preach, don't ask nobody else about sale. Don't ask nobody else about Goldie. Call him first. He'll tell you. He can tell you better than anybody else about him. It's just that simple, man.
That's right. And in closing, I am going to single-handedly take BMW to the next level.
Say, man, yeah, that's other question. That's other question.
That's what you
so
said.
You're not on Harley no more?
Man, I done spent, you know, I don't like, you know, I don't know. I see people talk money, dollar sign, but I have spent a lot of money on Harley.
Yeah.
A lot. You know, some people, they might think $100. This is like a meal ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy. And for everything that I've tried to do with my Harley, it's everything that's built into what I like about the BMW. I like good suspension, horsepower, comfort, reliability is very, very important.
Hey man, I ain't gonna let them get away. Y'all already know. I ain't gonna let them get away with that, man.
And once again, it's just a lane that ain't been touched.
Yeah.
You know, it's just my thing.
Yeah.
You know, show up to an event, it could be 1,600 motherfucking Harleys out there, and just those few fly BMWs, you're gonna say, oh shit, one down here.
Say man, HD or nothing, man. We not gonna let them get away with that, man. But it is what it is. I can't wait to see. You got a lot of projects in the work on those, I'm sure. Are you working directly with BMW on that, or is this something you just taking in?
I mean, that's all I've been riding. I don't ride none of my bike. I don't ride none of my Harleys.
Yeah.
I just been riding my
You
BMW.
need somebody to ride them.
That's right.
Ship them on there. I'm just saying that. I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what it is, man. We at the One Down Supply Warehouse, man. I'm gonna show y'all the warehouse. I'm gonna let him get back to work. Let us mechanic get back to work. I appreciate all of my fans. I appreciate all, and I hate to call y'all fans. All of the supporters, followers. I appreciate you guys for being on here today. I appreciate my man Goldie for taking the time out, man, and even caring to talk to us and share this information. Say, man, I love y'all. Stay tuned, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
Much love. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man. We here, man.
I guess that's gonna reach Atlanta.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Cali,
Man.
everywhere,
It's already
man.
there. You got to put all the comments from.
It's that shit.
Let me show y'all the business, man. This the supply warehouse, man. Some of the stuff he got. Say, man, is this a real live ski mask, man?
7-Eleven hat.
Oh yeah.
That's a real live ski mask, huh?
That's real. That's a $9.99 investment that'll make you a whole bunch of money.
Hey, or not. Right there. Or not, man. We out here, man. The leather shirts, huh? Or these the leather shirts? Oh, yeah. The leather shirts. I might have to give me one of them. Woo. Got the t-shirts. Okay. Got a nice little supply. Got the pool table in the middle of the room. Got they let you keep one of the vests, huh?
Yeah, that's the Grim Bastard.
Yeah, that was in the movie Sons of Anarchy. That's the club that he played a member of. The movie Sons of Anarchy. Got that 501 supply he been showing. Got all your other little stuff going on.
Oh.
How did you get the 501 supply? You just something you decided to do?
Oh man, I contacted Levi, and this is something that's really, really historic.
Yeah.
They just want to be in Macy's and big places like that. So I told them that I guaranteed them that I got the demographics to sell these, and I went through some hoops, to make it happen, and I actually got my account with Levi. And I say that because at these swap meets and stuff like that, those are like seconds, and that's why niggas be having some shit fucked up, but this is actually my Levi account through Levi.
Whoa.
And
so there's a difference.
Yeah.
It's called the swap meet for a reason, man. Shirts, boots.
I don't know if you saw my Green Springer.
Uh-huh.
That was a magazine.
The one that
layout.
was in the magazine.
Yeah.
What happened to the gold spring you had? That was a hot one too.
A gold Springer?
I mean, not orange. Orange. I don't say gold. You had the orange. Was it the Springer or was it the?
I had my orange Dyna, the orange bagger. Yeah.
Yeah. You like these little handlebars? I see.
The
Huh?
T-bars.
Anyway, this is the warehouse, man. This is the supply house. Again, came through, man, to show my man some love. Tires. You got a real good price on tires right now.
Yeah.
I mean, what's a good price on tires, man?
Well, actually, man, honestly, everybody know about these Michelin Commander 2s.
Okay.
But everybody, man, when they call, they just want to pay some cheap motherfucking prices for tires. Everybody want cheap prices.
Yeah.
So honestly, this Shinko,
yeah,
has really been
the best seller. Well, the reason why, because Shinko is cheap, and you can buy a Shinko damn near once a month, because that's what the average cat going. Burning out, doing willies and all of that, you're gonna go through one once a month. But.
Yeah, like you could get a set of Shinkos for the price of one tire.
Yeah.
And It might be way more popular back there where you at. I'm not sure.
No, on the West Coast.
It is.
Chico's a West Coast thing.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just really been
Because they doing the Willies, the burnouts, and all that. We there, but we ain't there. So,
okay.
but anyway, this is it, man.
Yeah.
So is this?
This one, yeah, this my BMW boy. I love this motherfucker right here.
Knock it off, man. Knock it off, man.
Yeah.
It's
fun.
It's fun. Huh?
Fun, fast.
Hey, man, we go, man. It's your boy Big Celebration. I just see my man Goldie, man. We go, man.